Myself Priya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, working in M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering. I am going to present some of the ideas on the topic Unleashing Emerging Trends and Advancement in Computer Science 2.0. Under that, one of the major applications like artificial intelligence in agricultural field. This is the topic I am going to present. So, accelerating agricultural digital transformation and smart farming through artificial intelligence. So, need of digitalization. As nowadays many people are giving importance for agriculture, machine learning and artificial intelligence also plays a major role in the field of agriculture. According to Food and Agricultural Organization, the global population is set to reach 9.2 billion by 2050. As the world population is increasing, land, water and other resources also becoming insufficient. So in order to make use of those resources effectively and also in order to avoid the wastage of those resources, we need to go for artificial intelligence in the field of agriculture. So this is the reason why we need to go for digitalization in the field of agriculture. Agriculture 4.0, which means that agriculture 4.0 is a future for farming technology. So it helps to drive greater efficiency in farming, tackling rising populations and climatic change. As we all know that as the population is going on growing and also there is a tremendous changes in the climate, we need to take greater step in order to save agriculture and also in order to save resources like land, water, etc. So smart farming is one of the key area to manage all those kind of risks. So we need to give greater focus on Internet of Things, cloud computing and artificial intelligence. These are the three major areas which helps to implement agriculture 4.0. This agriculture 4.0 helps us to have more crop per drop and also it provides data driven solutions for many agricultural problems and also to reduce the input and to have a continuous monitoring over the farming. So precision farming. So what is meant by precision farming? It is a technique of applying the right amount of input. That is, for agriculture the main necessity is fertilizer, pesticide, water, etc. So in order to reduce or in order to improve the effective use of those resources, we need to go for precision farming. So the precision farming helps to enhance the production, that is enhance the yield, decrease the input, improve the quality of the product to protect the environment. So some of the recent advancement in technologies like IoT, cloud computing, big data analytics have made this precision farming systems more reliable and efficient. So precision farming is one of the major solution that helps to protect our agriculture and it helps to protect the various resources like land, water, fertilizer, pesticides, etc. Data, the new oil. That is, data plays a major role in the 21st century from 18th century onwards. So we are in the digital economy where data is more valuable than ever. So for those who see data's fundamental value and learn to extract, so they will be given the huge rewards. So using those data, we can extract the useful information. From that useful information, we can implement the necessary steps for the implementing the agriculture 4.0. So what are the data driven solutions? So first one is data collection through IoT, that is using various cameras, sensors, we can collect the data. So that area is called Internet of Things. And the next one is capture, store and analysis of data. And the last one is using those analyzed data, we can do data based learning, that is called AI. So collecting the data through sensors called IoT and those huge amount of data is called big data. Using those data, whatever we are learning, that implementation is called artificial intelligence. So data driven agriculture automation. So this is the picturization of how this agriculture is automated. So using IoT, cloud computing, big data, we are collecting the data, we will be processing the data, we will be building the model. Using that model, we will be developing the artificial intelligence which is suitable for agriculture. So let us see all those three areas in detail. First one is Internet of Things. So Internet of Things is nothing but it is a network of different objects like sensors and other equipments that contain embedded technology to communicate and sense the environment and to collecting the data. So Internet of Things is the integration of computer based system and the physical world. So IoT acts as the interface between the environment, that is with the physical world, and the computer system. So the next is big data. Through IoT we'll be sensing the environment and we'll be collecting the huge amount of data. Those huge amount of data is nothing but big data. It mainly increases the storage capacity, processing power and availability of data. Every day as a human being we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data, and those 90% of data in the world today have been created in the last 2 years. So day by day the collection huge amount of data is keep on increasing. So all those data can be analyzed and useful information can be extracted by using big data analytics. So there are 4 V's. The first one is volume, that is the size of data. Second is variety, that is different types of data like audio, video, images, text, etc. And the third one is velocity, the speed with which the data is generated. And the fourth one is veracity, that is trustworthiness of the data, how much the data is useful. So these are the 4 V's that are collected through big data. So how this IoT and big data are interrelated? Each sensor pushes data every second, that is each sensor helps to collect the data from the environment. From the data collected, the useful information can be gathered, analyzed, and it will be converted into a visualized form through big data. And those visualized data can be used to train the AI algorithms. So the major topic is artificial intelligence. It is the brain of smart solutions. So artificial intelligence is nothing but a technique of getting machines to work and behave like a human, that is making the machine to think like a human. So many AI applications are not perceived as AI because we often tend to think that artificial intelligence are robot doing a particular task. So we are thinking that artificial intelligence is nothing but a robot that is performing a task, but it is not the case. But the truth is that we often do not realize that we are using AI applications all the time. So day by day in our each and every task we are using artificial intelligence applications effectively. So not only the robot is a result of artificial intelligence, so whatever the applications we are using nowadays all are built of artificial intelligence. So some of the important concepts of artificial intelligence are so artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning are interrelated with each other. Machine learning and deep learning aids artificial intelligence by providing set of algorithms. So machine learning and deep learning algorithms are used to implement the artificial intelligence, which helps to solve data driven problems, that is to provide data driven solutions. So we can simply say that artificial intelligence is a superset of machine learning and deep learning, and also it includes natural processing, expert systems, rule based systems, etc. So this is a small picturization which helps us to understand that artificial intelligence is a superset and machine learning and deep learning are the subsets of artificial intelligence. So using machine learning and deep learning algorithms we can implement artificial intelligence. So this is the difference between human learning and machine learning. So human by thinking, by seeing, by observing he'll learn, but machine learning by using the algorithms, by using the previous data, a model will be trained. Based on the training, a machine will act like a human. So machine learning is also one of the application. It is used to build intelligent solution. Mainly machine learning focuses on algorithms that is mainly used to improve their decision making and to predict based on the previous inputs. So deep learning for computer vision. So like machine learning, deep learning also plays a major role for computer vision. So human can process a huge amount of information inside a message. At the same time, computers can add up multiple numbers, even millions and thousands in a second. So deep learning was resulted from the thought of making a system that mimics the human brain. So in order to reflect the human brain, deep learning was developed. Deep learning also acts like a human by adding a millions and thousands of numbers in a second. So human brain functionalities like memory, understanding are achieved using RNN, and other algorithms are also achieved like CNN, RCNN, etc. So deep learning computer vision in agriculture also, this kind of machine learning and deep learning algorithms are used. Computer vision has started gaining a strong foothold with its automation and detection capabilities. So classification between objects can be easily done by using deep learning algorithms. So image classification is a major part in deep learning. So image classification refers to labeling of images based on the previous classes. So a model will be developed, a model will be trained based on the previous images. So if you give an image as an input based on the previous images, the system will able to classify what kind of images are those. So next, one of the application of deep learning is object detection. So object detection identifies the class of objects. For example, if you give an image of a person, the algorithm will be able to understand that this is a person. If you are showing an image of a chair, the algorithm is able to identify that it is a chair. So all these are implemented with help of the previous data. So the major part of deep learning is plant disease identification. That is, plant diseases and nutrient deficiencies act as a major threat to small scale farmers. So all those risks and all those nutrition deficiency can be avoided with the help of artificial intelligence. For example, for larger farms, a drone mounted hyperspectral imaging camera can be used to collect the images. Using a machine learning algorithm, we can identify that which area of the crop was affected by the insects, or which part of the farm is under nutrition deficiency. So early detection of nutrition deficiency can be done using deep learning algorithms based image analysis. So through sensors or through drone cameras, the images of the affected plants will be taken and it will be sent to the model. The model will be already trained. Based on the training, the model will classify what kind of diseases have affected the plant. So deep learning based solutions to plant disease identification are commonly available as mobile applications. Nowadays many mobile applications are used in order to detect or in order to identify the plant disease. All those are based on deep learning algorithms. So UAV based plant disease identification has also came into emergence. It is mainly used to mitigate, that is, it is mainly used to reduce the huge crop losses. The next is crop stress identification. Like plant disease identification, we can also identify the crop stress. So crop stress is nothing but based on the climatic changes, based on the environmental condition changes, there will be a negative impact on the plant growth and development. So in order to avoid or in order to mitigate those crop stress, we can go for artificial intelligence or deep learning based system. So temperature extremes, nutrition deficiency, drought, famine or some of the common causes for stress. So in this picture it is shown that there is a thermal imager which was developed by ICAR. It is mainly used for stress detection in the state of Bhopal. The next is irrigation automation. Like plant disease identification and plant stress identification, we can also automate the irrigation. Normally our traditional irrigation system needs that farmer has to continuously monitor whether the irrigation has been completed or not, whether the soil moisture is enough. So likewise they have to manually monitor the field. But if you are making the irrigation automated, the soil moisture sensor, temperature and humidity sensor will automatically detect the field whether the irrigation is enough or not, and the irrigation system will be automatically switch on or off using the deep artificial intelligence methodologies. So the complete automation is possible using water pumps connected. So advanced data pre-processing analysis is required for irrigation scheduling and predictive modeling. So this picture shows the automation of irrigation. The first one, irrigation management. Using IoT cloud, will be collecting the images of the field and will be sensing the moisture of the soil, and the water pump will be automatically on and off using the microcontroller and chip. So this picture shows how the irrigation in the agriculture field can be automated. All these can be done with the help of artificial intelligence. So like plant disease control, crop stress control, we can also control the pest and weed that affects the crop yield. So agribots, like robots, agribots is nothing but it is a robot that is specifically used for the agriculture. So instead of using a huge amount of labor, the farmer can go for agribots for harvesting and picking. So they can go for agribots. So picking crops also requires manual dexterity and delicate touch. So many fruits easily in the heat and leafy vegetables are easily torn. So most robots just aren't advanced enough to handle, but anyhow some of the robots have been created which can be used in the field of agriculture. So livestock monitoring. So for livestock monitoring also agricultural methodologies can be used. So yield estimation, using machine learning algorithm we can predict how much yield that the crop will give. Fruit and vegetable grading. So we can also, with the help of artificial intelligence, we can also classify whether the fruits and vegetables are good or bad. Storage systems. So artificial intelligence also helps us to store a large amount of images so that those images can be used for predicting or used to make decision in the future effectively. So large storage system can also be possible with the help of artificial intelligence. There are some of the other applications of artificial intelligence like greenhouse management, seed sowing, soil analysis and classification, agricultural mapping land and use land cover. So these are the other applications where this artificial intelligence can be applied in agriculture. So AI in agriculture, this is the research status of artificial intelligence in agriculture. So it keep on growing, how the population gets increasing, how the usage of land, water and other resources are increasing. In the same way, the application of artificial intelligence in the field of agriculture is also keep on growing. So this is other research status of AI in agriculture. Some of the tools and softwares of AI are Quillbot, research paper in the area of research paper drafting, quality improvement, online data collection. So these are the some of tools used for these three areas. For reference management, data visualization, infographics, for these areas also some of the artificial intelligence tools are used. So coming to conclusion, artificial intelligence is redefining the traditional pattern of agriculture. That is, instead of following the traditional way of agriculture, we can use artificial intelligence in the field of agriculture so that we can effectively increase the productivity and we can protect the crops from insects, and we can effectively use the resources like land, water, pesticides, fertilizers, etc. And also the amount of data captured by IoT devices, drones can also be easily stored. The future of AI in agriculture is a way ahead in offering radical transformation with advanced approaches. So these are some of the significant research opportunities in information communication technology driven agriculture operations. Thank you.